C-section, doctor?
No!
Thorazine.
Not yet. Calm, Karen. No more injections.
Is she gonna be all right?
Don't worry.
God, I can't listen to those screams.
DTs are never pleasant.
Doctor, you're wanted in surgery.
She's gonna be all right, though, isn't she?
Don't worry, son.
Well, love, I think we finally did it. Everything's out of the house. We are long gone from there. And we're on our way.
You know, it really is a pretty drive up here.
I knew you'd love it. By the way, your car is gonna be driven up and should arrive at the same time the furniture does, so you'll be all set.
Thank you, honey.
And you're gonna love this house. I really think so. It's the perfect place for us to get a new start.
Yeah. You know, I'm really looking forward to a new beginning myself.
Honey. Hey, we can go inside now. The real estate man's got the check, and it's all ours.
Yeah, I know. It's just that
It's just what?
I thought I saw the curtain move. Silly, I guess.
Oh, come on. It's probably just the telephone man. Come on. What do you think, huh?
It's nice.
Sure. Would you like me to carry you across the threshold?
Al, that's a little corny.
All salesmen are corny. Haven't you heard the jokes?
Al!
What do you think? Good stuff? Ooh, 132.5. Where else can you find a place like this? It's not gonna be like before, is it?
What do you mean?
I mean, like when you were sick.
Al, please.
Hey, look, you've been doing real good so far. For 9 months, you haven't had a drink. It's almost like having a baby. I was talking to Mr. Jacobs just the other day, and you know what he said?
We have to talk about this now.
Talk's good. Isn't that what they say in these meetings? Talk.
I'm fine. Alan, I'll be all right.
You still got the address, don't you? I mean, for that local AA chapter, whatever you call it.
Of course I've got it.
I'll go upstairs. Aha, there's your moving curtains.
Scared me for a second. How the hell did he get in here?
What's the difference?
I want him out of here.
Karen? I'm gonna go grab my bag. Hey! Did you find him?
No,
My God, you're trembling.
I am. I didn't find that cat.
No?
Didn't see him going down the stairs.
Come here. This is how our friendly feline got in and out.
Yeah.
Problem solved. We're gonna be happy here. We're not in San Diego anymore. We're gonna be happy.
Yeah. Put it right there in that corner, would you?
Okay, that'll be $4.75, please.
I beg your pardon?
$4.75, all based on weight, see?
Well, my husband's not home right now. He'll mail you a check when he gets home.
Hey, lady, don't be cute. We got a whole army of attorneys for people that want to be cute.
The arrangements my husband made with you people.
Let me see that waybill, fat man.
Who are you?
Somebody that's not gonna let you rip off my new neighbor.
Hey, listen.
No, you listen. She said her husband had mailed you a check when he got home. In the meantime, let me see that bill of lading.
Ain't got no call talking to us like this.
The list of furniture? Or should I call my husband? The attorney.
What?
Did you check this?
No.
Nobody ever does. Well, why don't we all go over it together?
You tell your husband.
She'll tell her husband as soon as we've checked it over. Or perhaps she'd rather we all had it weighed.
I mean, sometimes anybody can, but...
Oh, there's a mistake. On the loading end, right? Well, do you have a refrigerator and a freezer?
No, only this refrigerator.
Well, there's about 400 pounds off the bill. Would you mind initialing this as not on board? Or would you rather be charged with losing it?
Come on, Harv, let's go. You make sure your husband mails in that check.
Madge Harper from across the street.
Listen, I really appreciate.
Oh, forget it. Us broads have got to stick together.
I'm Karen Nichols.
Well, welcome to the neighborhood, honey.
I just boiled some water. Let's see if we have some coffee.
Oh, thought you'd never offer.
Your husband an attorney?
Oh, hell no. That's just the line I like to give the various creeps I run into. Actually, he's in labor relations.
That must be interesting work.
Huh, are you kidding? It's a flaky job. Can I give you a hand, honey?
Sure.
Say, you're pretty cute, you know that?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, relax. I ain't that liberated. I just meant you're good looking. Well, thanks. Henry's eyes are gonna bug out when he gets a load of you. Henry, my husband.
Labor relations.
He never got me in labor, though. Oh, well, not that he didn't try hard enough. Oh, he's gonna be ogling you every which way if I know my Henry.
Well, I'm sure that I will.
Oh, I used to be pretty cute myself. Lovely hourglass figure. Well, now the sand is sort of slipped. Well, it took Henry 18 years to prove this figure. Well, I thought it was all over for a few months a while back. But he came back. Men get restless, but they always come back. How long have you been married?
3 years.
18 years. Well, I must be doing something right. Soon as you can, you gotta get a hold of your Alan, and I'll corner my Henry. We'll get together for a few drinks and a couple of laughs.
Oh, I don't drink.
What? Oh, a little jolt never hurt anybody now and then.
Well,
Benny, what are you doing barging in here like this?
Mrs. Harper, what are you doing here?
You know this man?
Of course I do. He works on half the yards in town. What do you want, Benny?
I didn't know nobody was in here. I've been looking after the place for Mr. Graft.
The real estate man?
I've been looking after the place. I come in because I wanted to use the bathroom. Now, Mr. Grafton said it was okay for me to use the bathroom.
It's okay, Benny. You go ahead and use the bathroom.
He said it was okay.
Well, he's a couple of bricks shy of a full load. Oh, but he's harmless enough. He only charges $30 a month for yard work, and if you're smart, you'll keep him on. Everybody does.
Well, I'll have to ask my husband.
Ask your husband. What, is he out of work? Or do you plan to do it yourself?
You're right. He's hired.
Mr. Jacobs. Yeah, I need to talk to you for a minute.
Call me Dave.
You know, I've been going over the Davidson policy, and I really think we ought to turn it over to legal. I mean, the very idea that we're liable for this whole thing is ridiculous.
You relax, son. I didn't come in here to check up on you. You all settled in your new place?
Yeah, nice place, too. The little woman and I were wondering if you and Mrs. Jacobs might want to come over to the house tomorrow night for dinner.
Well, we wouldn't want to impose, know what I mean?
Oh, no. The furniture was supposed to come today. And if I know Karen, she's a real hard little worker. Neat.
Well, I'd heard that she had a health problem, something, nerves, that kind of thing.
And I've been working with her, and she's fine. She's totally cured.
Okay, good. Mrs. Jacobs, well, we wouldn't want to embarrass either of you.
No problem, Mr. Dave.
Sounds fine. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Benny, careful not to dig up the flowers.
Now, don't you worry, ma'am. This place is just like my home. I'm the only one that ever took care of it.
Pretty, isn't she?
Just move in?
Yeah. Thought you'd notice.
Notice what?
It's all right. Dirty old men need love, too.
How about dirty old women?
Did you plant these?
Well, I helped Mrs. Duncan plant them. We never argued, neither. She was a nice lady.
I'm sure she was, Benny.
Hey, what's wrong?
The cat! That cat!
Well, don't worry about it. I mean, we'll call the pound if we have to, huh? What do I pay taxes for?
I love you. God, how I love you.
Oh, and I love you, too. Say, who's that yo-yo working on our yard?
Oh, that's Benny. He does yard work for only $30 a month.
Okay. I sure don't want to do it.
Hug me. Just hope.
So let me tell you the good news. Mr. and Mrs. Jacobs are coming over for dinner tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I told Mr. Jacobs that it would depend entirely on you, babe.
Whatever you want, darling. Just hang on to me.
Something wrong? Answer me.
sorry. I thought I saw a car outside. Never mind.
Now, you're going to be extra special sharp tomorrow night for the Jacobs, aren't you? You know, I was told that Mrs. Jacobs is, well, sort of a bitch, but she's real charming.
You know I'll do my best, Alan. I'll try my best.
Is something wrong, sweetheart? I mean, you're all tense.
Really? I can't imagine what you mean. What do you want?
Sorry, just trying to be helpful.
You know, Jack Benny could really play the violin if he wanted to. He used to do concerts and stuff. He can play like Heifetz when he wanted to.
Do you know I heard that?
It's just like Victor Borga.
Darling, what a clever comparison.
Now, Cheech and Chong, they've always been my favorite comedians, have been, oh, since college.
Never heard of them. Are they club people? Because we never go to clubs. Now, Sheets and Yarnell, on the other hand...
Classic mimers.
Terribly funny! Just terribly funny. Don't you think so, Sharon?
Oh, yes.
Well, who's your favorite comedian, Karen?
I don't know, Three Stooges?
How quaint. Actually, I've always found them to be quite vulgar. Frankly, I don't think children should be permitted to watch them.
Do you know I have to agree with you, Mrs. Jacobs?
What was the fat one's name?
Baldy?
No,
Curly.
that's it.
Of course.
Karen? Is something wrong?
No. I mean, yes. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm not feeling too well.
Curly, wasn't he the one that used to make all those funny noises?
Oh, that's right.
Of course, some people prefer W.C. Fields, but I've always thought he's so vulgar. I mean, all those jokes about drinking. Do you know, Dean Martin isn't really drunk. He just pretends he is. Up there, up there.
Karen, there's nothing up there.
There is. Oh, God, there's gotta be.
Is everything all right in there, Nichols?
Yes, Mr. Jacobs. I think Karen just has a little bit of indigestion. You know how it is.
Well, I hate to eat and run, but I think Mrs. Jacobs and I better head for home.
But it's only 9 o'clock.
Well, I have an early meeting in the morning, and it is an hour's drive home.
I didn't imagine it. I swear I didn't imagine it.
It's been so nice.
I'll see you at the office in the morning, Al.
Yes, sir. I'm real sorry all this had to happen. Hope to see you again real soon. Awfully nice to meet you, Mrs. Jacobs.
Thank you, dear.
Well, you did it again.
Don't, please, Alan.
Me sitting there listening to old man Jacob's tired jokes, feeling like an idiot, while
Love
you...
me, Alan. Just let me know you love me.
All I can say is, where did you hide it? That's all I want to know.
You think that I...
What am I supposed to think?
People talk about having a flash, even a year after they've been sober.
You trying to tell me that you can hallucinate without booze?
It's possible. There's no other explanation.
Karen, I can't live like this.
I'm going to a meeting.
You mean now? Absolutely not.
Let me talk to them, Alan. I can talk to them.
Well, you sure as hell better talk to somebody.
Don't be mad at me, baby. You're my life. Give me another chance, please.
Just get your life straightened out. And that's all I have to say to you.
Good evening. I'm Harley, and I'm still an alcoholic. Tonight, I wish to speak because since I've been sober, I thought I've had some bad troubles that I thought were really unique. But they were not as unique as I imagined them to be. I don't know. I am an alcoholic. You know, I got a birthday next month, and I've been sober for almost 5 years. A year ago, I thought...
Let go of me!
Nichols!
Karen! I have to talk to you! Karen!
Howdy do. We saw your lights on. Oh, you must be Alan.
Yeah.
We're Madge and Henry.
It's the closest to an imitation of a welcome wagon you're likely to get around here.
Didn't Karen mention me at all? Oh, well, we both of us wanted you to have this. Is Karen around?
She is home, isn't she?
Karen. No, she went out, and she won't be back till late, real late.
I thought she would have mentioned me to you. We had a nice, long, neighborly talk yesterday.
I didn't meet her officially or anything, but she sure got a cute little caboose. If you pardon my French. Madge here, she used to have a cute one, too.
Henry, will you stop being so crude?
You want to come in?
Oh, only if we're not disturbing you.
What's it gonna be tonight, honey?
Scotch. Double scotch.
Scotch what? Soda? 7?
Just scotch. And now,
Okay, okay.
You really don't want to do that, Mrs. Nichols.
you're hurting me.
Please, you gotta listen to me.
Let go.
Look, I want to talk to you. I know I seem like a weirdo. Nobody knows that better than me, but just give me 2 minutes. That's all I ask.
Hey, lady. Everything okay?
Say yes. Please say yes.
Everything's okay, bartender.
You just let me know if he's bothering you and I'll dump him.
Thanks, Mrs. Nichols. I mean that.
You heard the bartender. So make it good the first time.
I'm Sergeant Craig. Or I used to be Sergeant Craig. Now it's Larry Craig. I wanted to tell you about what happened to me at that house you moved into when I was investigating a murder there. The strangest things happened to me. You'll never believe this, but I can still see it as if it were happening right now.
Hold it.
You idiots, huh? Haven't found her head yet, but that don't mean they haven't been looking.
No.
Hi, Sergeant. Your partner's upstairs. This place looked like a slaughterhouse when I arrived. Killer went after the woman with what must have been an axe or a hatchet.
Who found the body?
Some handy man named Denny Lenny, something like that. He's not all there. Anyway, your partner's talked to him around 45 minutes. He can fill you in.
Good enough.
You all right?
The furniture. Well, what happened to the...
Hey, partner. Answer me.
You know, I've got a good feeling about this place.
Yes, darling. I know.
Nothing like that ever happened to me before. I'll never forget the faces of the young couple. They were the images of you and your husband. I'm telling you. It doesn't bother you if I... Look, I know it's not easy to believe. I can hardly believe it myself, even after all this time.
What'd you say about this murder? It was done with an axe?
Yeah. The lady's name was Lucy Duncan. It happened about a year ago last March. It was in all the papers.
Oh, I'm afraid I wasn't too interested in newspapers a year ago, March. Was the murderer ever caught?
Well, according to the files, it was her son Edward that hacked her up.
Her own son?
I wasn't involved in the final phases of the case, but a lot of weird things came out about the kid.
What sort of things?
Seems he was having an unnatural relationship with his mother. She became involved with another man, wanted to get married. I'm sure you can fill in the rest. God knows the jury did.
What a horrible story. But you don't sound very convinced.
I got a few ideas of my own on this. I nose around the neighborhood once in a while. That's how I happened to see you and your husband the other day. I felt that I had to talk to you. I had to talk to somebody. Look, I'm sorry if I gave you such a fright. I think I ought to make myself scarce, huh?
Oh, don't go. You see, I have to talk to somebody myself.
Well, at any rate, you tell Karen we stopped by.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, sure really sorry we missed her.
Night now.
Good night.
It was like a nightmare. And to happen there right in front of Alan's boss and wife. As you can imagine, I'm afraid I got a little hysterical.
I don't have to imagine, Karen.
That's why I asked you to drive me. Just thinking about it,
Karen, take it easy. Don't crack up on me now.
But what does it all mean?
I don't know, but just talking to you, I get the feeling that I'm going to find out pretty soon.
Hey, come on, Scat, get out. God damn it, not in there.
Karen, that figure, the one you saw on the staircase, could you put a face to it?
Oh, I don't know. It's too terrifying to even try to visualize it.
Yeah, I understand. That house is curious and curiouser, you know, more and more all the time.
What do you mean?
Well, that you should have visions there and that I should have visions there. And, well, the Sunday supplement mystery element of the place.
What mystery?
Oh, didn't you know? Lucy Duncan's head. It was never found.
Darling, I've met this man. You've just got to hear what he has to say.
Where's the car? Did you get in an accident?
No, I'll get to that in a minute. But first, I've got to tell you that...
We'll get to that part right now. Did you smash it up?
No.
Your wife's okay, Mr. Nichols, and so's your car.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And who the hell are you?
Henry,
Yeah, what?
come here a minute.
Yeah, what is it?
That man in the dark suit. Across the street with the Nichols. He looked familiar to you.
Who the hell can tell at this distance? Say, ain't that Karen? Well, since she's back, why don't we go over there and...
Oh, can't you see they've already got company? Stupid.
Come inside and talk to him.
Now, you actually expect me to believe all this?
It's true, Alan. It's just got to be.
Now, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to him.
Well, I thought I explained that...
You explained nothing. You come in here, a perfect stranger, you spin out some mumbo-jumbo story, and you expect my wife, Karen, to help you? Help you with what?
I told you. I happen to not believe that Edward Duncan is guilty.
Well, if he's not guilty, then what's he doing in the bug house? And how is Karen gonna help with this, one way or the other?
Well, for one thing, there's a possibility that in her flashback, your wife saw the face of the killer.
At least hear him out, Alan. After all, he is a policeman.
That's another thing. Could I see your badge?
Well, actually, I retired about 8 months ago.
Yeah, sure.
Look, you can Check the case out on everything I've told you about it. Call the department if you don't think I'm a retired cop.
Boy, oh boy, you know, a man gets a little success, works hard, and they really come out of the woodwork, don't they?
Just what does that mean?
That means the vultures, and the con men, and the fast buck artists. That's what I mean. What the hell do you think I mean?
I'm a patient man, Nichols.
Yeah? Well, I'm not. And don't let the door slam against your ass on the way out.
I'm so sorry.
I'll give you my number just in case.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear, buddy. But the only thing that you're gonna leave in this house is a bad taste in my mouth. Now beat it, huh?
Good night.
Boy, oh boy. Here come those old dependable spigots, right on schedule.
You didn't have to talk to him that way.
Throwing that bum out on his ear was for your sake as well as mine. Now, I just hope that your car's not stripped when I go to take you to pick it up.
What makes you think he's some kind of a crook? What could he possibly gain by approaching me? There are things he said, things that match, that nobody could ever possibly know.
Oh, nobody except for you psychics, except for you, what do you call them, clairvoyants?
You make it sound like some kind of a joke. There are cases, documented cases.
Oh, sure. You know, you have enough trouble handling reality, much less anything like... Would you stop it? Look, baby. I've never been mean to you. Even when you were sick, I wasn't mean to you. But you gotta understand, sometimes you gotta be good to me back.
Spare me.
Now tell me that isn't fair.
Al, please.
Now I want you to promise me. Promise me that you'll never see this guy, Craig, or whatever his name is again. Just promise me that, and we'll go upstairs.
Well, then you can just trot on upstairs by yourself. 'Cause I'm not promising you a goddamn thing.
All right. All right, you want tough? I'm gonna give you tough. If you don't get your head screwed on right once and for all, we're through. Do you catch my drift?
Hello? Could I have the police department, please?
Aaron, honey, can you hear me?
Hi, Madge. I got another exercise for you. Now watch this. See? Isn't that easy?
And that's how a woman's supposed to keep off weight?
Helps maintain the bust line, too. Well, come to think of it, that's kind of like trying to overdraw on an account I never kept a balance in to begin with.
Do you remember a murder in this house?
You talking about poor Mrs. Duncan? Oh, I ought to remember. I knew that lady as well, as a matter of fact, a hell of a lot better than I know you.
I was wondering if you could tell me anything about...
Of course. Why didn't I think of that before?
What?
Your visitor last night. The one in the dark suit. Oh, I should have recognized him right off. How many people wear dark suits in Southern California? Lieutenant Clegg or Gregg.
Sergeant Craig?
That's the guy's name, all right.
You know him then?
Know him? Oh, just show me somebody on this block that don't. Even after the trial was over, he kept it up. Banging on people's doors, driving up and down the street. Poor son of a bitch. So he's at it again.
What do you mean when you call him that?
Ah, that's the kicker. He didn't tell me either after he started his little Spanish Inquisition. It seems that him and Mrs. Duncan used to meet now and then at some sleazy watering hole over on Ventura Boulevard. Well, that was a number of years ago, but oh well.
Oh, God. I can understand him so much better now. That's why he kept up with the case even after he was retired.
Retired? Is that what he told you?
Why, yes.
Oh, honey. Tell you the truth. He didn't.
What is the truth?
Well, he was thrown off the force. Well, after his behavior got so weird, they couldn't ignore it. Schizoid, paranoid, one of those oids. That's what they called it. It's not so odd to react like that. Not after what the department put him through.
Make yourself clear, Madge. Please.
I thought he would have told you at least that much. Well, for a time, just after the investigation started, Sergeant Clegg...
Craig?
Yeah, Craig. He was one of the main suspects in the Duncan killing. Because of, you know, running around with her. Not that he was the only one.
I'm not going to ask you to assume the position, Larry.
I guess that's what you call professional courtesy, huh?
And I'm not going to cover your trail anymore.
Hey, we were partners, Ed. Doesn't that count for something?
Yeah, it does. I'm off duty right now, Larry, and that's the only reason I don't cuff you.
Look, Ed, for...
Don't give me that Ed crap. Now, look, you have no legal right to pose as a police officer. Larry, there's been another complaint.
Yeah, I can imagine. Nichols. I knew that punk would do something like that.
I don't know who Nichols is. The last complaint we got wasn't from anybody named Nichols. Now, if you get your act together, I bet you can figure out who's been calling the commissioner.
Him, huh? I guess he knows I'm closing in on his trail. In a couple of more weeks, I'll have him nailed. You just see if I
Drop it, Larry. Now, I can't put it any plainer than that. Now, you've got your pension, or a good hunk of it. Now, you can be a private eye, be a rent-a-cop, be a bum, but whatever you've got to be, don't be something where I'm going to have to nail you. You got it?
Yeah. Yeah, Ed. Sure.
Can I ever tell you how sorry I am? If you want me to promise about Craig.
Doesn't matter now. I'm the one that ought to be sorry.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you what I found out today.
No, let me tell you first. Wanna know why?
Why?
I talked to Mr. Jacobs. I mean, Dave. And he said that it didn't bother him what happened the other night. And he said the only thing that did matter was my work. Now, doesn't that take a load off your mind? Sure takes one off mine. Did you hear me?
What are you throwing, Benny?
What?
I asked you what you were throwing.
Snails? I ain't making a mess. You don't mind, do you?
No.
Miss Nichols, get out behind you! Mrs. Duncan's cat. Want me to get rid of it for you?
No. I'll do it, Benny.
Whatever you say. Miss Nichols? Miss Nichols, okay for me to use the bathroom?
You got a flashlight down there?
Yes, ma'am. Well, now, where exactly would you like me to point this here thing?
In there.
Let me look first. You mind if I look first?
What's the difference? It's only a cat.
Where?
There's a trap door on that side of the wall.
Right. Right.
What's wrong, Benny?
Let go! I saw it first. Anybody ask, you tell them. I saw it first. Oh, yeah, it was me who found the head, all right. I found the original body, too.
Hey, mister, could you take your hat off? I'm getting a little shadow.
Oh, yeah, you bet. I've been kind of sweating under the hat band, though. Is the sweat gonna give you any glare?
Say, Doc, she gonna be gone south for the rest of the afternoon?
Look, Lieutenant Desmond, don't you think that you've asked her enough questions?
And how many questions are enough?
There comes a time when your questions amount to badgering, and this girl's done nothing to be badgered about.
All right. You made your point.
Look, mister, can't you see
What
that?
are you talking about? I live here.
Oh, that's all right, officer. You can let him on in. It's okay.
Hold it. Do you have any ID?
How many cops do I have to go through to get into my own
Let
house?
him in, Durning.
What the hell is going on?
You're the husband, right? You're, Hal?
Al. But what I want to know from you is...
Al Nichols. That's right.
You're damn right it's right. Now hear me out, officer.
Lieutenant Desmond, Homicide Division.
What the hell is going on in... Homicide?
Haven't you heard about the head? The head from the Duncan case. You have heard of the Duncan case.
Yes, I've heard of the Duncan case.
Well, your wife and the gardener found Mrs. Duncan's head.
Where's Karen?
Upstairs. That won't do you any good. Doc says she'll be stone cold out for a couple hours.
Thanks.
Then what you're actually saying is that you have been working all this time as an undercover agent for the police?
Now, I can't go so far as to say that. I mean, well, even if it was true, I'd lose my effectiveness if I was to admit to it. But still in all now, I will say this. The police did ask me to keep my eyes open and tell them about anything I seen. I mean, you know what I mean.
Camden policy. Didn't I leave that on your desk for you to have a look at? Well, then it's got to be my briefcase. Mm-hmm. Look, I'll get it to you as quick as I can. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to understand, though, it's not gonna be all that soon. I mean, especially after everything that's happened. Yes, I know it's a week overdue, and I will do my best to get it back, but this whole thing is gonna slow things down. Uh-huh. Right. Hey, look, Karen's here. She's up. Let me call you back. Uh-huh, right. How you feeling, Karen?
The head. The head.
Easy. Everything's all right. Easy, Tom.
I saw it. It was so real. And I haven't had a drink or anything. I swear to Jesus, I haven't. I saw it plain. Real plain.
Look, stop it. Just relax. It's okay. You didn't imagine it. It was true. It was all true.
God. I was so scared. I was so scared.
Scared of what?
I woke up and I thought I imagined it. Had a flash or something.
Jesus Christ!
What is it?
Oh, aphids. Aphids and snails and cutworms and sow bugs. Oh, it's a damn miracle this garden's lasted as long as it has.
Isn't Benny supposed to take...
Oh, Benny's serviceable enough for trimming the lawn or cutting the hedge. Well, let's face it. When it comes to anything else, the man hasn't got brains enough to go to the bathroom and come back clean.
Do you believe in ESP, Madge?
Now listen to me, honey. We're not going to talk about that morbid stuff anymore. You hear me? Oh, hey! It's time for the Young Surgeons.
No.
Oh, it's a daytime soap opera. Oh, but corny as it might be, I never miss it. Come on, let's go switch it on.
You go ahead.
Aw, come on.
No, really, I mean it.
You sure you don't mind?
Let me stay out and soak up a little sunshine.
Okay, I'll be back out as soon as it's over.
Okay.
Don't run, Karen. There's no reason for you to run away from me. Karen, please listen to me. Look, most of the things you heard about me are true. I was thrown off the force, mostly because of that vision I had, the one I told you about. But as far as my being a suspect, no way, I never heard of it.
And Mrs. Duncan?
Well, yeah, I knew her. That was from way back when I was on Vice. Before she met George Duncan, she was, well, maybe not such a nice lady, you know? But as far as my being a suspect, no way, I never heard of it. Look, I want you to go with me.
What? Where?
Camarillo Hospital.
No.
Please.
Hello? Oh, hi, Alan.
What does that mean? It's just that
Sure. Your missus is just fine as frog's fur.
What did you think we were doing? Playing house?
Oh, you bet. Anything happens, I'll call you right away.
Just tell me. Do you want me to have the baby or not?
Right. Listen, I'm trying to watch something on TV. I'll call you back.
Madge? Madge? Why, you son of a bitch.
Karen's all right, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Rock of Gibraltar, just like I said.
Karen, honey. Karen?
I told you it wasn't going to be easy.
Well, you could at least give me another chance.
No, son, it's not a matter if you're not being right for the job. It's just a matter if you're not being ready for it. In a couple more years out in the field, and then I'm sure that...
I want to know who is taking my place. That's all I want. Who is taking my place?
Well, you'll work out the week naturally, and then Felker will take over your duties.
Felker is a kiss-ass. He's an imbecile.
Now, that's enough of that kind of talk, Al. Look, let's not make this any more difficult than we have to. It's not like I was throwing you out into the street or anything. You'll still have a place here in the L.A. office.
Working under Felker. Do you think I'd sit still for that? I guess you don't know me very well, do you, Jacobs?
Now, hold on, Al. Let's not say something we're not going to be able to take back.
Well, you fat worm, don't you think I know the real reason is that you think my wife is a lush? Now, that's it, isn't it?
That tears it. I was going to give you a break, but now you're fired, Nichols. Do you understand me? Flat ass.
Tell me it isn't so, huh? Tell me it isn't so, huh? You stogie-sucking, lying fat slob.
I've got to thank you again, Karen. God knows you didn't have to let yourself in for this.
I had to. Even if it's only to quiet my own mind. Why? The visions, I don't know what else to call them. Why us?
I don't know. In my case, probably some cosmic practical joke, but not in yours.
What are you talking about?
I've been doing some checking up, Karen. This isn't the first vision you've had.
I don't know what you mean.
1959, Brownsville, Texas. The Southern Pacific train disaster. It was quite well documented. Even then they had psychic investigators, you know. Don't tell me you don't remember what I'm talking about. Come on, that's something you don't forget. You gotta remember.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
All right.
How did you manage to get us in here?
Wasn't easy. I had to draw a little on my being an ex-cop. You can relax, Karen. There's nothing here that'll harm you. That's Edward over there. He's quite harmless, actually. Hello, Edward. This is Karen.
Enchanté, mademoiselle.
Edward, this is Karen.
Oh, we've already met. Or at any rate, I've already kissed the young lady's hand. Please don't let my surroundings fool you, Karen. I'm quite sane. Ask Larry here. Please, sit down.
Karen is, well, just say she's a witness.
Really? How marvelous. You don't know what it's like languishing in a place like this, Karen. Languishing. That's a good word. Don't you think so, Larry?
It's a very good word. What do you think, Karen? Look at his face. Think, Karen. Is that the face of the figure you saw on the staircase?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It's all right, then don't worry about it.
Is the witness's testimony good or bad for me, Larry?
It's very good, Edward. As good as it's gonna be.
Can we go? I'm not feeling well.
I understand, Karen. Come on.
Oh, don't go!
Edward, let go!
Do you know that if you take the word pod and you turn it upside down, it still makes the word pod?
Let go of her, Edward.
Edward, please let her go!
No.
Sorry, Karen.
I sort of blew it, didn't I, huh? I mean, that stuff about the word pod, that's a cliche, isn't it? And girls these days, they don't like cliches, do they? I sort of blew it, didn't I?
Oh, Alan, I'm so glad you're here.
So what are you staring at, huh? Ain't you ever seen anybody bring a bottle home before?
I didn't say a word.
Well, you and your Yahoo husband bring me over a bottle of champagne. I don't take a sip. I just figure I'm making up for lost time. Follow?
Yeah, sure, Alan. Whatever you say.
Now, don't get mealy-mouthed on me. Now, where's Karen?
Well, that's just the thing. She's gone.
Talk. Play. Damn it.
I'm talking as plain as I know how. I went in to watch TV, and when I came out, she was gone.
Hey, you lousy pig-faced bitch.
Hey, I don't like that kind of talk. Henry don't go for it neither.
Watch me tremble.
We'll mash you, buddy. Mash you like a bug on a windshield. Bastard.
Can it make that much difference to you, Larry, if you prove that Edward's innocent? I mean, even if you do, he's gonna...
Yeah, I know. He's gonna spend the rest of his life in Camarillo anyway. I thought about that. But there's still a killer on the loose. That's what I can't live with.
Who, though? For God's sakes, who?
I think I know. I'm more sure than ever now. Time to make my move, right or wrong.
You got to admit that it's possible Edward did it. I mean, good Lord, the way he was today, the way he acted. It's possible that Eddie did it. You gotta admit it's possible.
Nope. No way.
How can you be so sure?
Intuition. Or whatever it is you want to call this gift or curse that we both have. There's no way of telling, no way to prove it, but
But what?
there's a good chance that Eddie's my own son. Let's not dwell on it. Thanks a million, Karen. After tomorrow, well, I'll fill in all the details and look, I'll call you or something, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Karen.
So where the hell have you been? Oh, don't bother to get up, because I'm gonna knock you right back down again, huh? Oh, it's just a waste of time, and damn me if I don't.
You're drunk,
You're
Al.
damn right I'm drunk! Now what are these gonna do? You gonna make these little whining noises, huh? Oh, you shouldn't, you know. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't even open up your lousy little yap. You know, I can remember real well how you used to take and suck. Oh, wait, don't try and kid me. You trying to kid me? Don't try and kid me. Huh? I've got a motto now. If you can't lick 'em, join 'em. And that's my motto from now on. Now drink it. Huh? Drink it. Huh? Drink it. Huh? Huh? Come on, you. No, you're not gonna have any of what you crave now, are you? No? Really?
Al, please, I'm on my hands and knees.
But not yet, you're not, bitch. Not yet. Oh, you're awful smug right now, aren't you? Well, you guess you can afford to be smug, can't you? You didn't just lose your job today. You weren't fired because you had a wife that's a lush, did you? That's what old man Jacobs told me today.
No.
Oh, yeah, he told me. Straight out of the horse's ass, he told me.
You're lying.
Oh, am I? I'm lying? Jacobs told me. He told me that I'd go far in this business if I didn't. Look, you better listen to me. And I wouldn't want to listen either if I was blamed for ruining a man's career. But you ruined my life. And I'm not gonna let you ruin it anymore by provoking me into something that's gonna net me a lot of fucking years. A lot of years. Now can you dig that? Ugh.
Al!
Don't cry.
I'm not crying.
Come on, don't cry. Life's too sweet.
I said I'm not crying.
Come on, don't run away. No need to run away.
It's not a matter of running away.
He's left you flat, hasn't he? I heard you calling after him.
I don't think that's any of your business.
You're a fool to call after him, and he's even a bigger fool. Leave something as cute as you behind.
Let go of my arm.
Hey, I'm Henry. Madge's husband. I live across the street.
Terrific. Now just let me alone, okay?
Hey, what's the matter? What are you, frigid or something?
Let me loose.
I still think he's nuts as Al or Bill or what's his name. Hey, you're pretty. Did I mention to you were pretty?
Get away from me.
Henry?
I was just telling her.
Telling her what?
Well, you said, what's his name, Al? You said he was snooty to you this afternoon, and I was just telling her that if he did it again, I was gonna deck him.
Get your ass home.
Yeah, Madge. Sure, right away.
You okay, honey?
Yeah, sure. Fine.
Henry didn't bother you much, did he?
No. Forget it, okay?
You don't look so good, honey. You're so pale.
Just leave me alone, okay?
Sure. Whatever you say.
You know, Duke, I heard somewheres on the TV or someplace, Hindus or Arabs, some damn body, I don't know. Anyhow, these here people now, they believe that when you get your picture took, your soul gets stolen away from you. Now, you suppose that's true? You hear me, Duke?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, suppose it's true?
How should I know? I ain't no Arab or Hindu.
Boy, I bet if it was true, bet I wouldn't have hardly any soul left, know what I mean? Many times my picture's been took, know what I mean? You hear me, Duke?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, you did see me on the TV the other day, didn't you? And then, of course, there was a time before that. Oh, Duke.
Look, sweetheart, maybe your mouth don't need a rest, but my ears do.
Well, all right. Ain't no need to be getting all snotty about it. Hey! Hey, you won't give me another bear? Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
$50.
Oh, I only got 35 cents on me at the moment. God damn, I must have lost that $50 bill I was carrying. Anyhow, you know I'm good for the rest of it. Hey, what are you doing? Whoa, no, wait, what, God damn! What are you, nuts?
No credit.
Well, you could have just as soon let me drink it as pour it down the sink like that.
No credit.
All right, if that's the way you're gonna be about it, I'm gonna go home, get my $50 bill, and bring it in here. Only reason I didn't bring it in to start with is I figured you wouldn't be able to change it.
Yeah, sure.
Son of a bitch.
What?
Son of a gun. along there now, Craig. Now, Lieutenant Desmond told me I don't have to be bothered by you no more.
You shut up. You just close your face. There's only one thing I want to hear from you. I think you know what it is. A confession.
No way, Craig. Sorry, amigo. I didn't kill no Mrs. Duncan. I didn't have no reason. I liked her. I didn't have no reason.
You had a reason, all right. You're a media freak. You do anything to get your name in a paper or your puss on TV.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
You talk.
Don't hurt me no more.
Listen. It's happening. It's happening now. It wasn't a flashback. Her vision, it wasn't a flashback. My God, it's happening now. It wasn't a flashback, it was a flash forward, like the train wreck.
You ain't gonna get away with this, Craig. I want to tell Lieutenant Desmond that's what I'm gonna do.
It's not there. Relax. When you open your eyes, it's not gonna be there.
You're gonna get my Henry, not Lucy Duncan, and not you.
What was he picked up for and when?
Last night, drunk and disorderly.
Take the cuffs off. He doesn't look so dangerous now.
The officer here fill you in on what's been going on?
Madge Harper. Now, I can't believe that. I mean, why?
Her husband strayed from the nest a few years ago. A couple of months he came crawling back. Seems that ever since then she's been paranoid, even if he looks at another woman.
Like Karen? Or the Duncan woman?
Yeah.
Henry hasn't fessed up to whether or not he's actually had an affair. And I guess it doesn't really matter now. The point is, Madge thought he was having one. And somewhere along the line, her brain just snapped.
So what's gonna happen to her?
Psycho ward, I guess. That is, after she recovers from her injuries.
Oh, so some shrink can go and tell her that she's gonna be okay after a year or so and let her go. You know, you guys got it tough, but believe me, I know what you're up against.
Nichols, she's gonna need you.
Oh, I understand, Lieutenant. And you don't have to worry about me.
Larry, I talked with the commissioner this morning and, well, if you want your job back, you've got it.
I don't know, Eddie. After all that's happened, I better give it a lot of thought.
You do that, Larry. Do it.